Floor recognizes Senator Yellowtail.
I make a motion that we go over our new business.
Motions on the floor to bring out new business, and I believe we only have one new business, and that is the joint action resolution from Senator Yellowtail. It's Health and Human Services Committee, Valley of the Chiefs, resolution to create a cultural area for the Valley of the Chiefs District. That is in the form of a motion. Can I get a second? Second by Senator Oakcrow. Question spotted. All in favor of bringing new business out? Raise your right hand. Signify by raising your right hand. It's not big. How much we got? 15. No. 16. Thank you, Senators, for showing up. 16 members present today, this afternoon. So, Tom, come up to the podium and give us your read it into record. Title, yeah. And we'll get a motion to it.
So I have a joint action resolution. Joint action resolution of the Crow Tribe Legislature and the Crow Tribe Executive Branch titled A Resolution to Create a Cultural Area for the Valley of the Chiefs District.
Okay, motion to adopt. Motion to adopt by Senator Nomi. Go ahead. Second, Carrie, second. Senator Boyer, second. Go ahead.
Legislative findings. Whereas pursuant to Article 5, Section 2A of the 2001 Crow Tribal Constitution, Crow Tribal Legislature, hereinafter legislature is vested with the power and duty to promulgate, adopt laws, resolutions, ordinances, codes, regulations, and guidelines in accordance with the 2001 Constitution, federal laws for the governance for the Crow Tribe of Indians. And whereas pursuant to Article 4, Section 4A of the 2001 Constitution, for executive branch officials, hereinafter executive branch, have the general duty to implement all laws, resolutions, codes, and policies duly adopted by the legislature. And whereas there are 6 federally recognized districts of the Crow Reservation, including the Valley of the Chiefs District, also known as the Loudgrass District, which is represented by 3 elected Crow senators in the legislature pursuant to Article 5 or 4 of the 2001 Constitution. And whereas the traditional and customary games, sporting contests are important to the Crow tribal members and the members that live in the Valley of the Chiefs District. And whereas the legislature now seeks to ensure permanent recognition by the entire Crow tribe and any outside entities to the area within the Valley of the Chiefs District as a cultural area of the Crow tribe. And whereas cultural areas are places for the growth and expression of the Crow tribe and the tradition of its people. By creating the designated cultural areas, the Crow tribe, speaking through its legislature, has determined the location to be a place limited to the cultural activities of the Crow tribe, and therefore by this act prohibits certain acts such as dumping of trash, burning without cultural reasons, and otherwise desecrating the grounds. Now therefore be it resolved by the Crow Tribal Legislature and the Crow Tribe Executive Branch Chairman. Section 1. Recognition by the Crow Tribe, the Valley of the Chiefs cultural area shall at all times be recognized by the Crow Tribe of Indians and any persons privileged to enter or remain on the Crow Reservation. Section 2. The description of the cultural area shall be defined as the area near and along the Loudgrass Creek and designated by signage and more specifically described as follows. Section 3. Area limited to cultural activities. The cultural area shall not exercise any governmental authority and shall be part of the Valley of the Chiefs District for all such purposes. and Crow Tribal law, including the 2001 Crow Tribal Constitution and any applicable federal law. Section 4, effective date. This tribal resolution titled shall be effective immediately upon its adoption of the Crow Tribal Legislature and approved by the Executive Branch Chairman.
Thank you. Sir Yeltel with the 30-minute presentation.
All right. One of the things, I was talking to some of the elders around there, and this Canute also, we were looking, in Lodgegrass, all the other districts have a cultural area where your dance halls and stuff are. They're designated as cultural area sites for your districts. Lodgegrass doesn't have one. There's no designation anywhere that it has one. I was talking to Sonny Pretty on top and Jerome Whitehip, and then they were saying that they thought it was designated a recreation area, but you and I were looking at it, it's not that either. We can't find any designation for Lodgegrass. And with the dumps being there, that's always been a cultural area. George Rilberg, they live right there, him and his mother, and they brought in some, when we had the committee meetings, he brought in some paperwork and some photos and stuff of the old graves and old campgrounds that were there. And right where that dump was, that was there before, there was they planted the tobacco seeds there. I think everybody knows what those are. And so that area was one of the places that, as cultural identity of the Crow tribe, the tobacco seeds. And so then they turned around and they put the dumps right over where that area is. And so that was one of the reasons. In here we got, so there's no dumping, and we don't want to have the dumps placed back over there. The people that live there for the purposes of burning trash, the toxins that are in the smoke, they're right there, they live right there. That smoke goes down and right into town from there. It's kind of a natural flow for the wind to blow that way. So that's another reason that we asked that, that happened there. But we want to recognize that as our cultural area, because that's where they throw the arrows. That's where our powwow is. That's where the dances are, the winter dances that we do, the daytime dances, and that's the location. So other than that, I don't know unless anybody else has anything to add.
Not necessarily add, but on the section 2 or 3, should we be more specific on the location?
Yeah, that's what me and Leslie were looking at that, and I told her about the we'll add the land description in there, because there's, if you look at it on the aerial photo, there's 80 acres that's locked off there, and that's the tribal tract for that area. And then I was talking with some other people, and they were the college had some things going on in that same area by the river. There's blueberries. They usually grow up by the mountain, but there's a blueberry bush over there. There's some blueberry bushes over there. There's some fun stuff. They wanted to do some walking trails back in there to create some areas where people can go and just. And with our diabetic program, also we're trying to look for places to do these walking trails, so that people don't have to go up to the school and just walk around in a circle. They can go someplace and actually walk. We can make it more of a terrain type trails that they can walk on. So that's another thing that we're looking at there. So, and so with the berries and stuff, the blueberries, I've never seen anything down that low. But anyway, we are going to put that in there.
I would be a proponent of this, ever since I was growing up, that's where, like you said, their tobacco dances, their different cultural activities that they had there. The place where they had Malagi Ukalos, that was in that same location also, where they had, and then also where they planted tobacco, next to where the Smalls live. I remember where we would have to run with, they had a bunch of us kids running there, and I remember that.
This is the photo of the area, and this is the land description of it. So that's what we'll be adding on to this, in that area. Is the land description, so that's fine. There is an old home there, and we've been looking, and I was trying to talk to Lane Schinderline because it's the old Schinderline place. But it's reverted back to tribal, so until we can find that out, I don't see any problem.
Still here.
Yes, it is.
30-minute presentation. You got any more? 30-minute presentation. Once, going twice. We'll go to Health and Human Service Committee. That falls under Yellowtail for your recommendation.
We had the meeting on September 13th. George Rubel got up and talked, gave some history on it, and there was 10 of us here, and we voted to pass it, and it passed unanimous.
Thank you. Voted for approval. 10-0-0. So open the floor for debate. Any debate on this? Just kind of clarifying is their point. Maybe in an amendment section, you can just bring a quick amendment out to add the legal description and the maps attached. And we can vote on a quick amendment. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So debate. Any debate? Going once. Center spotted.
Motion to cease debate.
Motion to cease debate. All in favor, signify. Can I get a second? Second by Senator White Clay. Question? Boyer, all in favor, raise your right hand. Cease debate. Okay, so we're at the amendments portion. Do you want to make that motion?
Make a motion to
Add legal description
make a motion to add legal description
and appropriate maps.
and the appropriate maps to this.
Okay, so he's got an amendment on the floor to add legal descriptions and appropriate maps to this portion. Ready, second? Second, Oak Crow. Question, Boyer, all in favor, signify raising your right hand. 16 to that. 16, the motion is passed. Congratulations. So now take a motion to waive second reading. Final roll call vote. Motion by Lutford, second by Stone. Question spotted. All in favor of waiving second reading, moving into final roll call vote with amendments. Signify raising your right hand. 16. Roll call. White Clay.
Senator White Clay, Backlog, yes.
Spotted. Should be that. Yes.
White Clay, Backlog, yes. Hogan, Reno, yes.
Nick Brown, Reno, yes.
What do you want, Judge? Why move that?
Naomi Lachkes, yes.
Yellowtail, Lodgegrass, yes.
Crow, yes.
Not afraid, Bighorn, yes.
Boyer, Bighorn, yes.
Only a Ludo say yes.
Dr. Taylor, no, you forget about Tarzan.
Melbourne, Mayfield, yes.
Alden Bighorn, yes.
Deep Crane, yes.
Vote was 16-0-0. Congratulations, Senator Yellowtail. Come law. So it's no longer Devil's Playground, huh? Wells is area there, so that's why they called it Devil's Playground. So now it's. You have anything to say?
Just thank you. Community night too. I think we'll be able to do a lot of good there.
Okay, thank you. Like I said, we're in old business. Once we get going on this, it's pretty much. Well, I think we'll save that. We'll save this getting to old business here. So, I know there's some things going on this afternoon. So I'm gonna get to cross country. If there's no announcements, can I get a motion to recess? Motion. White Clay, second. Stone. Question spotted. All in favor of recessing for today? Raise your right hand. Lloyd, no. Abstain, he said. 15-1. Alright, recess for today. Any announcements? Time is, at 2:32. Any announcements? No, it's fine. Committees, if you guys need to meet on something, like tomorrow's a good time. You guys know, bring anything out of your committees or meeting, and like, remember, try to get hold of IHS, make a report. So if, it'd be good if you guys come and sign in and try to get some, at least, I know it's Friday, but